what can you do with Gemma? You can do a lot of. Gemma 1 and Gemma 2 were text-to-text model. You can operate only text. But you can do tons of things. Text, write text, summarize text. And Gemma 3 is multimodal. You can analyze images as well on device. The question is, what about Flutter? Sorry, I have no idea where is my glasses, so I will be without glasses this time. First of all, I would like to say that I didn't expect that I will present this talk, so I prepared mostly today, combining different slides and doing. So no, please don't judge me if something will look not such nice as in the first talk. But the most important, of course, it's information. Yeah, information will be there. And yes, probably you remember, in my first talk, I mentioned that there are 3 ways how you can process AI features in your applications. The last one that we discussed mostly in the first talk, it's about server-side. The second one is on-device AI processing, but with connection to somewhere in cloud or on-premise server, but using SDK and REST API. And the first one, it was about on-device AI processing. And yeah, this specific talks about this type of interaction with AI. And actually, the proper name of this talk is building mobile and web applications or Flutter applications, whatever, with generative AI capabilities without internet connection, money, and privacy concerns. So sounds clickbaiting. Before we start, so we can skip the slide. So what is actually generative AI? It's a type of AI that generates for you something. It can be text, it can be images, it can be video, sounds, music, or so, whatever. Generate. And the most modern type of generative AI that you use, like ChatGPT, Gemini, it's kind of tools that provide you access to models that can process the multimodal input. Who can tell me what does it mean? Multimodal input. Yeah, please. Multimodal, it means that you can provide different types of input. For example, this image with Gemini. So sorry, it's not Turin, it's a Porto from Portugal, but I didn't make photo of Turin yesterday. But the sense is the same. So you can provide photo and text, and the model will process everything. So you can ask, oh, where am I? And Gemini answer, you are here, and even the link to Google Maps and so on. Its name is multimodal access, multimodal model. And recently, Google announced, for example, Gemini 2 Pro, that are able to process a huge amount of context, till 10 millions of tokens. So you are able to even provide a video. And for example, as in this example, so you see there is a image and a question. Probably the quality of image not such good. What is the time code when this happens? And then found the moment and the video that looks like an image on the sketch and provide an answer. It happens on the 15 minutes, 52 seconds of this video. It works. You can like take 10 hours video, upload to model, and ask, give me please fast like resume of what happens in this video. And model is provided for you. So modern model can do this. It's really powerful, really useful, really nice. But there are a few concerns that happen. First, you always need internet connection. The second, you have to pay, because as much power, as much expensive it is. Yeah. And the last but not least is a privacy. So as I know, for Europe, for example, Google don't use information that you provide to Gemini to learn the model, because European government prohibit to do this. But in US, for example, ChatGPT and Gemini use the data that you provide to model to learn the model. So always, and if you use a model with like sensitive data or private data in some places, this data can become not sensitive anymore, because model is learned using this data. So that's why a lot of business and like people care what happens with my data that I provide to model. So as a third concern. So that's why the purpose of the talk is how to do it to avoid how to implement mobile application and avoid all these situations. So the long name, building mobile web application with generative AI. So or simple as it was in the beginning, on-device fine-tuned Gemma in your Flutter application. Much shorter. And I decided to split the talk for few parts and explain part by part. What does mean Gemma? Who knows what Gemma is? Okay, nobody, or it's really shiny. Okay, I will explain. Then, what does mean on-device machine learning? And the last one, what does mean fine-tuned? I decided not to explain what does mean Flutter application. I guess we are Flutter Heroes and we know. Let's go. Gemma story. Everybody knows Gemini because it's Google, the most powerful model, competitor of ChatGPT, blah, 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 so on. But not such amount of people knows about Gemma. Gemma is another one model that created by Google. And actually, they used a similar approach to train this model, like Gemini. But license and approach how you can use Gemma is different. You can have access to Gemini only using API or SDK. And Gemma is open model. Open model is a model that follows few principles. You can just download this model as a file and do with this model whatever you wish. You can train it, retrain it, you can fine-tune it, and upload to devices, launch on your on-premise server, upload it to cloud, launch in your Kubernetes cluster. That's just, and of course it will be for free because it's your model, you download it. Not exactly for free if we talk about cloud, because in cloud you still have to pay for cloud. And you know, big open models sometimes needs a huge amount of energy and GPU resources. And if we talk about big models, it's really controversial what is expensive to use payable SDK or launch big model on your cluster, because probably you will pay for your GPU more than for using SDK. It depends on many factors. But if we're talking about small models, you can even launch it on your own laptop or on your mobile device. And so you only have to charge your laptop on mobile device. It works without any payment. So for free, without internet connection, and no concerns to privacy, because everything happens on your device. You don't send your data somewhere. In case of Gemma, we have two options, two type of Gemma model that you can download. It's 2 billion parameters Gemma and 7 billion parameters Gemma. It's parameters, it means how many parameters were used to train the model. So as the less parameter you have, as the less powerful model is, depends on type of model, but the size also smaller. For example, in case of Gemma, 2 billion parameter Gemma has size 1.3 gigabytes. 7 billion parameters Gemma is about 5 gigabytes if you download it. So 5 gigabytes sounds too much for mobile devices, but 1.3, it's not very small, but it's doable. And you can take this model, upload to your device, and use it there. And in the September of last year, Google implemented second option on Gemma, Gemma 2. Gemma 2 is much more powerful and much more strong than Gemma 1, with 3 types of model, 2 billion, 9 billion, and 27 billion. And much more powerful than competitors with a bigger amount of parameters, a bigger size. So Gemma is really nice in this case. There is a I spent more than half of my talk already. So there are benefits of Gemma 2 in comparison with Gemma 1, and the link where you can take a look to details. And breaking news. Today morning, Google announced Gemma 3. Exactly today. You are lucky. You are first people who hear about this Gemma from the stage, except people who are today in Paris on Gemma Developer Days, who heard this from Googlers, because it's today as well. Yeah, Gemma 3 released, and one of the most powerful and smaller model ever. So there is a comparison, for example, with, using the same benchmark chatbot Arena Elo score. So you see, Gemma 3 27 billions has almost the same characteristic as the DeepSeek R1 and DeepSeek V3, but the amount of points and how many GPUs you need for DeepSeek and for Gemma 3. There's a big difference. And there is a details. So for options, 1 billion, 4 billion, 12 billions, and 27 billions. And the most important thing, the context window. The big issue and problem of Gemma was a small context window, only 8K tokens. Gemma 3, 128 tokens. For open small model, is a very nice. Yeah, I tell you. I really was waiting for this. Where can you get Gemma? There are 3 options. Kaggle and Hugging Face specific resources for AI developers, or you can from Vertex AI by Google, download or even deploy to cloud and use from cloud. And in Vertex AI, you can try it without downloading, just to check how Gemma good is for you. And Gemma 2 and Gemma 3, you can try in Google AI Studio as well. Not only in Vertex AI. Gemma 1 is not available there. How can you host Gemma? And, I wanted to add one more slide, but forgot. So how can you host it? You can host it locally on your laptop, in cloud, using Llama, using CPP. The talk is not about how you can host Gemma on your laptop. The talk is how you can host it on mobile devices, because we are mobile developers. The second part on device. How to work Gemma on device. So actually, there is a slide about what does it mean on-device machine learning. So a lot of machine learning functionality can happen exactly on your device, not to send data somewhere to make it faster. It's powerfulness of device is good enough to process something. It can be processed there, these masks in Instagram, or like processing photos in Google Photos and so on. Everything happens on your device without sending somewhere. CPU and GPU device powerful enough for this. Specifically for this, Google created framework for working with machine learning models on device, TensorFlow Lite. Probably you heard about it. If you heard about it, forget it. There is no more TensorFlow Lite. It has new name, Lite RT, since last September. they changed a little bit approach, and Lighter T now can work with TensorFlow models, and JAX models, and with the same. But still, people name it TensorFlow type. Maybe in future, I will start name it Lighter T. And on top of it, there is framework Mediapipe that tells a very simple way to use this model on device. And Mediapipe has 3 different types of SDK: Android, iOS, and JavaScript. So Mediapipe supports LLM inference. You can upload Gemma to your device and then use Mediapipe and start inference. So what can you do with Gemma? You can do a lot of Gemma. Gemma 1 and Gemma 2 were text-to-text model. You can operate only text. But you can do tons of things: generate text, write text, summarize text. And Gemma 3 is multimodal. You can analyze images as well on device. You can go to Kaggle, for example, choose the proper option of your model, download it to your laptop. You just should choose proper tab and for TensorFlow Lite or Lighter T and download it. Choose the proper download. Then, for example, for Android, using ADB, you have to upload model to your device. And then you can use, in case of iOS, you can use macOS interface, just drag and drop it to your iPhone. In case of web, upload to your website, and it will be available there. The question is, what about Flutter? Yeah, the Flutter conference. When I tried to do something with this model, I started to look for a plugin. Maybe someone already implemented it. Actually, I found one. It's still version 0.0.1, and there is all code that is there. So I realized that probably this plugin is not ready yet. And I had to implement my own. So Flutter GenAI, so you can take it and use. It's still in beta as well, so version 0.6.0, but it works. It supports iOS, Android, and web. I'm still updating it, but yeah, more or less fine. There is a short example how to do that. You can create model there, then create session to work with model. And then now you can add chunks of your prompt and then start generation. You can do it synchronously or asynchronously to step-by-step how generation happens. And there is example. You can launch it and check how it works in web and on Android device. So model answers you without any connection, without anything. Yeah. What if I would like to chat with model? How to keep a context and have like communication, to have a kind of assistant, because just generate response that you have one response, one request, one response, no, nothing more. So there is new functionality of plugin. It's named Chat. You can create chat, and chat will keep the history and clean the context window if it will be too much. Because if you provide too much information to model on device, application will have not enough memory, and Android will kill it. So you should be careful with this. But this chat functionality care about it itself. But it will be available in version 0.7.0. So I'm going to publish it also in next 2 days because I need it for workshop that I was talking the first talk. Yeah, but soon, I swear. So with chat, you just also request chat response, but in this case, model remember all messages that you sent it before. There is example how it works. How to upload model to device, only using KDB or this functionality. No, plugin supports different ways. You can download model from asset if it's not big enough, because for big model it's impossible. For example, with model more than 2 gigabytes, you can't. But Gemma 1 or Gemma 3 1 billion is possible. Download from web, or using previous approach and just set to path to place on mobile device where you upload it manually. What does LoRa path mean if you saw this? There's the third part. What does mean fine-tuned Gemma? Fine-tuning, what is it? Who knows? Yes, approximately. When you additionally train the model with your own data set. So there is a definition, let's keep it. So you have base model, and you have own data set, then you train model with your own data set, for example, with your sensitive data that's impossible to find in the public available models. And then model will know your data, it will answer with your own data that was in this data set. And yeah, in our case, it's Gemma. And for fast training, there is a specific approach, is named LoRa. Low rank adaptation is much faster than all different types of fine tuning. It's just create small weights and freeze all base weights of model, and this small powerful weights like move the model in the proper direction. Where can I learn more about how to fine tune? There is a specific tool for this, Google Colab, that allows you to play with model, with fine-tuning. It works in Python, but again, it's just language. So Python, Dart. For these purposes, you can learn a little bit Python. And there is a specific cookbook when you can get a lot of information about cases and how to do with Gemma. And the thing is, Mediapipe has an additional parameter. You can provide LoRa weights separately from the model. So you don't need retrain model and upload the huge model every time when you have new data. We can upload only small file with weights. So big model once, and then many times small additional file. And the full flow can be this. So previously, without LoRa, you can take a model, prepare your data set, fine-tune model, and upload fine-tuned model, the big one, to your device. It's heavy to do it. But, and again, with this approach, you can go different way. Take model, upload base model to device, prepare your data set, fine-tune base model, and upload on LoRa. And then, without uploading model again. So I just took it from my previous slide for fun. So placeholder for proper description how to do it. But yeah, now it's available. So there is an article with detailed step-by-step description how to take your data set, train model, and prepare LoRa weights separately. As a long read, but it makes sense. I highly recommend it. Does Mediapipe support only Gemma? No. The plugin names Flutter Gemma, but it supports Gemma 2, Gemma 3, Fit 2, Falcon, and Stable as lighter T models. And there is a way how to transform other types of model to PyTorch format and use this plugin. I'm working on this article as well, how to convert DeepSeek to work with the Flutter Gemma plugin. I hope it will be ready in the next month, but it's not ready yet. Yeah, almost finished. Examples? I already told you about this example. Yeah, there I'm using Gemma for communication with other models, so you can check how Gemma powerful is in comparison with ChatGPT and Gemini. It's Flutter, so it can be launched on mobile and web. And for example, in case of Gemma, you can try, for example, fine-tune different data sets with different models and make Gemma talk with another Gemma and another Gemma and check how it will look like. Sorry, a little bit out of time. I stole some time from your coffee break. Sorry for this. And final slide. I guess we have no time for questions because, yeah, I'm really out of time. But I'm still here. And you can ask everything you wish there, or message me on Twitter or LinkedIn. Yeah, I always answer. Thank you very much.
Round of applause. Thank you. And